Hi, my name's Simon Gillis. I'm a precision rifle shooter here in New Zealand. I've got a Ruger precision rifle here, and I'm just going to talk about a few of the features that in my experience are really good or maybe not so good on this rifle. I've had this about a month now. I've put a couple hundred rounds through it already. I did a bunch of bench work with it, a bunch of accuracy work with it, and then I've taken it in the field and used it from field positions, out in the paddock or out on the hill, like that. So it's stuff I really like. I really like the adjustability on the stock. I get to adjust the stock to suit my body, to shoot my shooting style. So the other thing I really like about the rifle is the trigger it comes with. It's not quite a two-stage trigger. It's got a little blade on it, and you press the blade back, and then you press your trigger back. I really like the user adjustability of it, and it breaks quite cleanly. I really like that for a competition rifle. Other thing I like is overall dimensions, overall weight. You know, it's got enough weight in it to really take out any real recoil impulse. I like the length of the forend. You know, you get to put a bipod further up front and make it, you know, nice and stable to shoot. The weight obviously helps with that as well. I really like the positiveness of the action. It's not the smoothest action, but it's really positive. You get really great case extraction with it. When you eject a case, she's coming out no matter what. The fact that I can swap out the forend, I can swap out the pistol grip, I can swap out the stock, I can swap to AICS mags if I like. That sort of thing itself to make this rifle really mine and make it really work for me. That's a great advantage with a Ruger precision rifle. So how does it shoot in the field? You know, there's a lot of guys who'll shoot off a bench and they'll get great accuracy out of rifles off bench, but for a precision rifle and a practical rifle event, you need to be able to do that in the field. So I've put 100 or so rounds through this from field positions, out in the paddock, out in the hill. Recoils beautifully. I'm able to spot my own shots at distance. A big advantage for a practical rifle competitor is being able to spot your own shots, particularly your own misses, so you can adjust and hit the target with your next one. Recoil's really soft, recoils straight back, no bipod hop, no left or right, no torque, no nothing like that. It recoils really nice as long as you shoot it well. So obviously if you're going to set up with a natural point of aim off, it's going to recoil off. As is, recoil straight back comes, yep, a really good recoil pulse. So no rifle's perfect. This rifle again is built for a price point and built for a market. So of course there's going to be some things that I'm not going to like on about it. A few things I have a bit of a dislike on it. I find the pistol grip itself is a bit thin for my hand, for my shooting style. I find the forend, it's got a rounded bottom, which means if you're shooting off sandbags or something, it's very easy to get the rifle to torque. But they're minor points and they're stuff that I can modify or swap those components out myself to make suitable for me. So in summary, Ruger Precision Rifle. It'd be a great rifle to get into a medium to long distance practical shooting discipline. If you already own an AR, this would be a great rifle to pick up. You can pick it up, you can use the same components on it and get both your AR and your Ruger Precision Rifle feeling the same, shooting the same, gets you familiar with it. It's absolutely great training for it. Would I buy one myself? I already have a competition rifle, and so personally I wouldn't buy one of these to replace my existing competition rifle. If I was getting into the practical shooting discipline though, this is one I would seriously consider. You can get into the competition at a price point without spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a top-end competition rifle. I get a rifle I can adjust myself. I get a rifle I can replace components to see what I like, to see what works for me. And I get to do all that without spending the great investment of a full-on competition rifle. So from that perspective, definitely recommend the Ruger Precision Rifle.